Yeah. What up, though? What up, though? What's popping? What's going on? You back in the lab with your man, Marq and Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. Man, we got to talk about it. So, Terence Crawford just did an interview with your guy, Radio Raheem, over on Seconds Out. I'll put the link for that video in the description so you can go watch that in full. We'll bring up this part of the interview where he brings up him, Spence facing Ugas, and he was talking about how we were expecting to get that fight between him and Bud Crawford since we saw them face off back when they had the red and black sweatsuits on like Ken and Raul. We still haven't got that fight. So let me play a little bit of this audio, and we'll be right back with some of this commentary. All right?
What I meant career-wise is that we're here for a fight that everybody wished had happened 10 years ago. In the same way that everybody wishes that we could be talking about Spence Crawford at least in 2022. Right. Do you have any concern that maybe 10 years from now we'll be sitting here talking about Crawford Spence when it's later than everybody had hoped? And
10 years, I won't even be in boxing no more. No.
This being the big fight, like they say this fight could define either guy's career after all they've done individually. How can you have the confidence that you won't end up in that same situation with Spence?
Because if it don't happen, then that's out of my control. I can look back at my career and say, look at what I've accomplished, in my career.
Woo! Did you hear that? He said, I can't say the same for him. Let me, ooh. Drop the bomb, yo. Play that part again, man. Let me play that part again.
Accomplish, in my career. I can't say the same, for him. He's been at welterweight division his whole career.
Oh, my God. Terence Crawford, keeping it a thou wow. Just gave Errol Spence and his fans the open hand slap. Slap! Man, I know it hurt, but it's true. It's very true. You've been at welterweight your whole division. Respectfully. Let's keep it moving.
I moved up, 2 divisions from 135, from 140, then conquered 147, so me personally, I wouldn't say that it did anything to my career, but at welterweight, I didn't get that fight at welterweight that I wanted, but all in all, my career has been great.
When you guys are in the same...
And I agree. Terence Crawford has had an amazing career, man. And he still has time on the clock. When you look at some of the things Terence Crawford has accomplished, man, like not just winning the titles, because other people win titles. They don't win the ESPY award twice. They don't get Writers Association Fighter of the Year. They're not universally known. It's a lot of champions out there, a lot of titles. Some say it's too many belts, not enough champs, right? But Terence Crawford is not one of those guys. He's always 1, 2. Somebody might have him on this list, top 3. Somebody might have him on this list, top 4. But it ain't dropping too much other than that. It ain't really dropping on anybody's list. He's usually 1 or 2. And then that flip-flops. Them other guys switch out. It's either him or Loma. Or it was him and he was top 3 up there with Andre Ward. He's been up there as one of those guys since, Mayweather was boxing, and he was nominated for an ESPY with Mayweather, and I think they gave it to Ronda Rousey that year. I don't know what they was doing. I think she ended up losing that same year, if I'm not mistaken. But let's get back to this interview.
Room on camera together, there is a playful respect, and it's definitely the tension that two fighters will have, but not spite like these two. It's not like there's some kind of deep-seated hatred or anything. Can you call Errol Spence? And everybody says fighters can make fights, regardless of promoters and networks. Can you two have a one-on-one?
I did that.
What happened?
Listen, for whatever reason, the fight's not happening. It's not happening. But I do believe the fight. He wants to fight, and
He said he believes the fight is going to happen. Let's hear that again.
Listen, you know.
He said I called him, and I wish you could see his face. Let me take a screenshot real quick, the way his face
Everybody
looks.
says fighters can make fights, regardless of promoters and networks. Can you two have a one-on-one?
I did that.
What happened?
Listen.
Listen.
Have a one-on-one?
I did that.
What happened?
Man, listen.
Listen, you know, for whatever reason, you know, the fight's not happening. It's not happening. But I do believe the fight, he wants to fight, and I've been wanting to fight. But I think the politics behind, you know, closed doors is the reason why the fight never happened. You know, when you got two black fighters, when you got us segregating from, oh, you on top rank, we PBC, and this and that and that and this, everybody bringing up all these excuses.
Excuses. Divisive. I like how he started off too. He said, when you got two black fighters.
For whatever reason, you know,
there's a network. Can you
Listen
two have
to
a
this.
one-on-one?
Now, let's go back. He said he tried that.
Did that.
What happened?
He does a shoulder shrug. He looks off and away. Has a little smirk on his face, like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's the zoom in shot, but he's like, bruh, like, I don't know. He got that a smug look on his face when he's trying to explain this. Let's keep it moving, though. Let's keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? Like, you tell me. But then he gonna get right into it, though. He gonna keep it all the way funky. Let's go.
Listen, you know, for whatever reason, you know, the fight's not happening. It's not happening. But I do believe the fight, he wants to fight, and I've been wanting to fight. But I think the politics behind, you know, closed doors is the reason why the fight never happened. You know, when you got two black fighters, when you got us segregating.
Gotta separate it. I know what he means, segregating. Yeah, you know, I know what you meant, bro. I know what you meant.
From, oh, you on top rank, we PBC.
Come on, bro. You top rank, we PBC. Man, I'm just trying to fight this guy. What's up? Let's get it popping.
And this and that and that and this, everybody bringing up all these excuses.
Excuses. That's what he said. Everybody bringing up these excuses. Let's go, bud.
Instead of coming together, we want to tear each other down. You know?
Divisive. Divisive. Very, very, very divisive. And I get it. Like, he's talking about a lot of the media. He's not talking about your channel, homie, or your channel, homie, or yours. No, he's talking about the collective. He got his ear to the street. He hear what y'all saying.
You know, it's crazy, you know, as a black race, you know, for us to always want to tear each other.
He ain't talking about Skip Bayless, homie. He ain't talking about Matt Kellerman. He ain't talking about Ward and Bradley neither. He talking about some of y'all on this YouTube because y'all go too far. Y'all be trying to tear the man down. Talking about his family, calling them top ranked Toby and calling them a come on, bro. It's egregious, totally disrespectful, no class. Let's go.
Each other down instead of build each other up. You know, I think that's the only thing that's been basically preventing the fight, because I think if we
the people, here we go.
We all came together and said, all right, well, this is the fight we want, you know, and we not supporting no other fight until y'all fight each other. Then, you know, that's what we'll get.
Now, is Bud calling for a boycott? But because he said he wanted to fight, he said he thinks Spitz wanted to fight. Maybe we gotta make sure the powers that be know, hey, look, we as a people, we want this fight and we will support this fight. But he has a good point here. Let's hear that part again.
Preventing the fight, because I think if we all came together and said, all right, well, this is the fight we want, you know, and we not supporting no other fight until y'all fight each other, then, you know, that's what we'll get, instead of, oh, we don't need him, or he's the B side, or he's the A side, and take this money.
Right. We don't need him. We don't need him, and he don't take this money. Watch this. He gonna get to these imaginary players with these offers. Let's go.
And take that money 60-40 and all that. You know, that's just, you know, stuff that never was even on the table.
Was it? Did you hear him? Wasn't on the table. So all of y'all out there talking about he should take the 40. Bud just need to take the 40. Take the 40. Take the 30. Whatever we give him. We the big fish. The man said it was never on the table. Bernie the Boxer came on this show and told y'all it was never on the table. It was never on the table. Ain't no offer. You imaginary player. Imaginary manager. Imaginary promoter. I get it. It was no offer. It was never an offer. Let's keep it popping. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep it popping.
You know, people just hear a narrative and then they'll run with it, and then they'll use they network channels.
And network channels. So that means you have a network of channels. He's talking about groups.
To feed that to the people that really don't know boxing.
To your dumbass subscribers. That's what he's saying. You feeding the network, you feeding this narrative to your network of channels with your dumbass subscribers, low IQ individuals who just buy it. Hey, Bud need to take the 60-40. He should have took the 60-40. And that's what they putting in the chats. Bro, I seen it on my show. Bud is listening, man. Let's go.
You know, and then that's when you get the narrative, and that's when everybody starts saying this and saying that, and then you get Team Crawford, and you get Team Spence, and then you get his fans, and then you get my fans, and then everybody going against each other.
Oh, yeah, we here for it, Bud, respectfully. Because they be up here capping. Take the 40. Take the 40. Because, look, y'all will put Bud Crawford under a bus. If y'all ever seen him out there doing some of this stuff, Errol Spence been out here doing with Yellow Beezy. Yeah, look, maybe I'm part of the problem too. Maybe Bud is right. Maybe I'm part of the problem. Let's go.
Well, in reality, we should be on the same team. We're trying to make the fight happen.
All right. So Bud want me to chill too. Bud, I'll chill when they chill.
Going against each other. Well, in reality, we should be on the same team. We're trying to make the fight happen.
Have you ever had that conversation with Errol Spence?
Of course.
Like
I said, he's been eager to have the fight as well. You know,
he's been eager. He chose Ugas,
but for some odd reason, you know, they veered to do other things, and you know, I believe the fight will happen. You know?
He chose to rear and do other things. Shout out to Bud over there supporting Amir Khan too, wearing the Amir Khan sweatsuit. You know, part of the team. I like that.
You know, like you said, you know, he want to fight all those guys and then fight me last. That's the route that he want to do. You know, I'm a straightforward guy. I want to go straight for the head. You know.
Pause. I know what you mean, but pause, buddy.
And that's just me.
That
I want to go the route that he want to do. You know,
He want to fight those guys first. Bud said, "Man, I'm coming straight for the top. I want the top dog. That's who I am."
And you know, I believe the fight will happen. You know, like you said, you know, he wanna.
I'm worried about Bud if he still believe this fight is happening. I don't think he gonna get the fight, man. The kid don't want to fight you, man. He don't want it. I don't think so.
Fight all those guys and then fight me last. That's the route that he want to do. You know,
maybe because hey, look, I see Bud's face right here, and I'm gonna just read the language right here. Maybe he's like, the kid know what's up. He know what's in front of him, and when he do it, he want to do it for all the marbles. All right, let's have at it. We gonna see.
I'm a straightforward guy. I want to go straight for the head. You know, and that's just me.
That fight everybody and then fight you last, it sounds a lot like the Amir Khan route, which guys here 10 years late. Right. And now you have an not committed to any promoter.
Yo, he said that sounds like the American route. Radio Raheem. I see what you did there. That was a little slick. I see what you did there, Radio Raheem. You know you're wrong for that, but you know what? You're right. Yes! You was very right, my brother. Hey, look, and Terence Crawford looking like.
But I understand.
Let's go.
You're one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world, if not the top. Nobody can argue that. So it seems like you have the leverage or power in the situation to create your own circumstances now.
Right, because he's done with Bobby. Done with Bobby Arum. Let's go.
How can you use that power and leverage to create the circumstances that you want?
Well, just conversation.
Right, but conversation rules the nation, man. We got to talk. We got to talk. We got to communicate. We got to get to the bottom of it. We got to talk. We got to agree to disagree. We got to find common ground somewhere in between that, too.
Conversation with these networks and with these promotional teams that's promoting these individuals that I want to fight. It got to make sense for me in my career, because a lot of promoters are not going to let you just come over there and beat their champion and then just walk away scot-free.
Right. Radio Raheem smirked. He was like, yep, you right. You know what's up. He's looking at him like, you know what's up. They're not going to let you do that. Gave him a smile and a nod.
It's a business, at the end of the day. And, I don't think, being in that position, they will allow me to come over there and just take a title and just say, all right, this is my title. I can do whatever I want with it. I can go over here, over here, over here. So, it's a business, and we'll see how everything plays out.
Well, you're talking like an independent fighter. You're talking like a Canelo type of approach where you don't sign with anybody.
Anything, independent or being, with a promotional company. It got to make sense.
What is it about a promotional company that they could bring to the table that says, okay, this is what Crawford is looking for? What makes the difference where you sign with somebody that they could say, we can offer this?
Good question, Radio Ryan. Good question, my brother. Good question. Let's see how Crawford responds to it.
In this kind of relationship.
Well, that's something that we have to sit down and talk about,
And lastly,
man, come on, bud. You got to give us more than that. That was a good question.
Says, okay, this is what Crawford is looking for. What?
I get it, though, Crawford. Like, you don't want to tell everybody what you negotiate in public. So we got to talk.
Makes the difference.
Because everybody can't offer the same thing. Some people have more to offer. Some people have more fighters in their stable. What's the status of those fighters in your stable? Am I going to sign and they move up in weight? If I do move up in weight, what do you have there for me when I do move up in weight? He might go to PBC, bro. But they're going to have, and he might do it on some, I want Errol, and I stay there. I fight whoever you want to hear. I fight another fight here, or after I beat Errol, I go up at 154, and I want Charlo too. I'm trying to be a 3-time undisputed champion, bro. I want to be great. Let's go.
Where you sign with somebody that they could say, we can offer this. And lastly, we don't know who your next opponent is. I don't know how much that plays into who your next promoter is or not, but we know that Spence is tied up. Right. So with that off the table, who do you have your sights set on?
Bud is already bobbing and moving already. He ready to fight right now. The kid is in shape, bro. That's what separates him from the pack. He's in shape now. He did his training camp with Amir Khan. Like, he was in there doing work, holding pads, running with him, doing sparring, light sparring with him. He said he did a couple rounds with him. Come on, bro. In the offseason, he ain't got no fight lined up. Kid is ready.
To get the kind of fights and the kind of visibility that a champion of your stature deserves.
Well, there's a couple of names out there, we looking forward to seeing if we can potentially get a fight with. But, we got to wait and see.
All right. Well, we've been waiting, and I hope we see soon. Radio Raheem with Bud. Terence Crawford.
Terence Bud Crawford.
Terence Bud Crawford.
Damn, Radio, you messed it up.
Bud Terence Crawford.
He looked down, blinked a couple times. He was gonna let it go. Then he was like,
Terence Bud Crawford.
Terence Bud Crawford. There we go. Thank you.
yeah, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford. Shout out to Radio Raheem. Definitely a good interview. Yeah, man, I be cracking jokes on Errol Spence like that. I know. I hit that button by accident. But truly a good interview. And I'm interested in what you guys think of this interview. And how do you guys interpret it? Do you agree? Do you disagree with Terence Crawford about the divisiveness? It's causing a problem. That's what's causing the fight not to happen. Also, he talked about him taking another route. He'd rather go this way, even though we talked. You know what I'm saying? Had a nice little grin when he said that. Like, what happened? He said, he chose to go the route. But if you want to save me for last, that's cool too. Very interested in what you guys think of this topic, what you guys think of the interview. I'll leave the description in the block at the bottom so we can talk all about it. But yeah, man, the kid Terence Crawford, look at him, man. He's in there working right now. I believe this was posted. What day was this posted? Let me go back out of here. This was posted on January 24th, so a little less than a month ago. Kid is out there working, staying in shape, staying ready. You got to respect that. Living a clean boxer lifestyle out there, wearing the American sweatsuit overseas, promoting him, but also building his profile. Probably taking some meetings. You never know. You just never know. Probably be over there scouting. Probably going to go to the gym while he over there. But Crawford is also leaning into his celebrity a little bit, which is a good thing. He knows people want to see what he's doing, like how he do it. I think it's super dope. But I'm very optimistic about this fight happening. We'll talk about this more as we progress. But leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about Bud Crawford calling out some of these divisive YouTubers and their chats and things like that. Not just them, not just YouTube, just media as a whole. But I definitely believe he was talking about some of these YouTube channels who out here spreading hate. I'll do better. I'm going to lead from the front. I'm going to do better. I know I said during the video, I was like, nah, I ain't going to chill today, chill. But you know what? I'm going to do better. And stop calling Errol Spence the kissy fish and the drunk fish and the, you know what I'm saying, koi fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave Errol Spence alone for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little flounder. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. For the betterness of the sport. Let's see if we can try to come together. I don't know but look, man, we don't probably went to a point of no return already, bud, when we start calling people Toby Top Rank. But hey, y'all didn't call me that, but they don't call me some things. I've been called some wild names on these live streams as well. But I get it. For the better good of the sport, we got to fall back. We got to relax. And if we want the fights to be made, we got to talk about more of the reasons why. Don't say he ain't fought nobody. If he ain't fought nobody, go take the belt. The road to undisputed goes through Omaha. No matter how you look at it, bro. No matter how you look at it. All this take the 40, it's not no real offer. Bernie told you, Bud told you. I've never heard Spence come out and say, yeah, we sent him a real offer of 40%. So until he do that, y'all kill some of these false narratives. I respect this man's time and energy for doing this interview and and his candor. His candor was amazing. Gotta respect that. So I wish Errol Spence. So I'm starting now. I wish Errol Spence and Ugas nothing but the best on their upcoming event. And we'll talk about what happens next after that. If he's successful or whoever is successful in this fight. I want them to say that. Do the call out. I don't want to see. We'll see what happened. I want them to say it right there in the ring while the crowd is screaming for him. They was like, so what's next? Terence Crawford, where you at? We're going to see. I doubt it. But I'll be optimistic. And you should do the same. It's your man, Marq Nash. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Look, it's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We're going to let the jokes fly. You know why? Because life is serious enough. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, dreams require sleep, goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm always getting mine. It's your man, Marq Nash. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
This that squad sound.
This is madness.